far back as I can remember, I've had a deep burden for macro-social issues. My father left South America in the 60s, came to the United States in hopes of just the opportunity of a better life for us. When we came here, this country, we moved to Connecticut originally, was engaged in a civil war of values. One that I clearly did not understand, coming from a very conservative background and tight nuclear and extended family in South America. The more I looked around me and I took inventory of what America was, I just wanted to go home. I was deeply concerned as a child about the direction things were going, and it was just a world outside of that which I understood. We ended up making a life here and a home here. Love this country. My formal education was here, but that deep desire in my heart to still be part of the solution and offer maybe a different point of view to the direction things were going culturally in the 60s. Americans have something that I don't think we understand, and that's freedom. And we have some degree of political stability here. And coming from a country that doesn't experience any of those things, I was deeply concerned again about the issue of macro-social issues. Basically, I received my formal training in the field of clinical psychology, and I thought that that would be the avenue through which I would probably just make my greatest contribution. God, in the way that only God can, took all those things away and put a camera in my hand. And little did I ever dream or expect, or I could have ever planned, that through the visual arts, I would be given the opportunity to address these significant social issues that are of concern to me through the universal language of children, which is the focus of much of my work. Basically, while I was counseling and I had a young child at home, I just took up my hobby, which was photography, and it became my therapy. It was just very healing, and I realized that I just saw the world different through the lens of a camera. We have the capacity to generate through something deeply, I don't know, just spiritual. It's a gift. It never seemed like an act of conceit to look at a beautiful production or a piece of art and say, wow, that is the best picture I've ever taken. Oftentimes I'd say, wow, that just takes my breath away. But it was almost like I just couldn't believe that I had captured that. It was almost like I didn't, like he did. And then when you incorporate that whole concept of a gift is something that I did nothing to receive, that I do nothing to cultivate, that I do nothing to maintain, that is just something I receive. So one of my advice to young artists would be this: enjoy it, enjoy the process. Don't get caught up in the mechanics and lose the origin of all that lose relationship with the origin of all that creativity, which is deep and intimate relationship with the artist of all artists, our creator.